It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it comes your way next.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Godwin, my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. It seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. A toss left. Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tannehill on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Oh, That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Henry again on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that's incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they should back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, Watson.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Janaris Robinson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang?
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So this is something we didn't
didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Let's go! Let's go! That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Here's Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Tannehill.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. He's going to go up top again.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Deshaun Watson making his way back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Jameis Winston has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. They've got his man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Tannehill on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Able to get away. It's caught by Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Haskins. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Watson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Watson off play action.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Again, it's Watson.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Watson looks to throw again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Again, Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill escapes the sack. And that is incomplete here. The Titans on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up, man.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Chubb.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Chubb again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Watson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Gay's kick is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 13. Just under 2 minutes to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing Tannehill.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up.
Tannehill to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Here's Tannehill.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Now Tannehill.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they will take a knee here.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers